Namaste. My name is Vivekanand. People call me Vivek. I believe in living a simple life. I believe in thinking differently. I am proud to share my belief with Steve Jobs and Leonardo da Vinci, who said simplicity is the ultimate in sophistication. I aim to bring time-tested wisdom and happiness together into your business and life by unifying, simplifying, amplifying simple technology and tools. I achieve this by developing software solutions as necessary. Today I shall cover 3 parts. Why labels and filters? How to create and use labels and filters? And what a useful pair of label and filter might look like. Why labels, you might ask? We are all familiar with folders. Why should we learn this new concept? Okay, let me answer that question. Gmail uses labels, whereas Outlook users are familiar with folders. The idea of a folder is to make sure that you can find it and protect it from getting mixed up with other emails. Whereas the idea of a label is to include everything that fits that concept. Gmail allows you to assign multiple labels to the same email. To achieve this using folders in Outlook, you will have to have multiple copies of that same email in multiple folders. As a matter of fact, inbox itself is a default label that gets assigned to every incoming email in Gmail. Rather than just making point after point to illustrate this concept, let me share a short story with you. I'm sure you will enjoy it more. Bill meets Sabina in the canteen, and she is looking a bit tired. He greets her with, "Good afternoon, Sabina." As he had observed that she hasn't been looking very cheerful, he asks, "How are you today?" Bill is in admin department and Sabina is in the sales department. Sabina responds, "Good afternoon, Bill. I am all right now. Nearly had a panic attack this morning." Bill says, "Oh no, what happened?" Sabina says, "Robert phoned up my boss and wanted to know progress on sales targets he had sent 3 months ago." Sabina continues, "Robert was so annoyed by the delay in our response. I have been sorting all emails into folders as Outlook tells us. I want to keep my inbox neat and tidy. But it took me over half an hour to find the email. It was in Merlin folder." Bill responds, "Merlin is the name of the marketing campaign we started after the Brussels meeting, isn't it?" "You are well organized, Sabina." Sabina responds, "Yeah, but I had to search in sales target folder and then Brussels folder and then Merlin folder. Took ages. Searching is so slow on our mail server. I wish I could Google the whole thing. Bill responds, I use Gmail for my personal use. Gmail uses labels instead of folders. It is so easy to search. Sabina asks, labels instead of folders? How would that help? Bill replies, well, any email can have multiple labels. Labeling means they are not separated from one another. Sales targets, Brussels, and Merlin can all be labels to the email you were looking for this morning. If we used Gmail, we would be using the Google's search engine to give us the results very quickly. Sabina replies, that makes a lot of sense. Google has the legendary search engine. Obviously, they know how search works. I wish we could use Google for our company's email. Bill says, we can use Google Workspace, which is nothing but Gmail with our branding. I hope you enjoyed that story. In that story, there are two main takeaways. First is that labels are better suited for organizing emails in modern, collaborative, inclusive work environments. Second is Google Workspace is a very good alternative for companies of all sizes. It is important to remember that Google provides more than just email services with this package. Hopefully you have understood why labels are better than folders. In the story, if Sabina had used labels rather than 3 different searches in 3 different folders, she would have just searched for any one of the labels and found what she was looking for. I did mention that I shall be talking about filters. So, why filters? Filters help you enable automatic labeling of your emails. This means all emails that you receive can be automatically labeled and categorized for you. It is now time for a demo. Let me open my Gmail in a browser tab and show you two things. First is how to create a label, and second is how to create a filter to automatically label emails. Okay, here is my Gmail. Let me go to settings by going to this gear wheel icon, top right corner. Go to see all settings and then go to labels. And I have quite a few labels. Some of them are generated by default. Create new label is the button you need to click on. So let me click that. It pops up this window where I need to give a name for the label. I want to create a label for email from Google. So I create that label, create. So it's visible here. Now, emails and labels are visible here. Let me go back to the mail. Okay, all the labels are visible here. Now this is the label which I created just now. I can make it look more interesting or stand out by changing the color of the label like that. So I have created a label. I have also customized how it looks. I have so far shown you how to create a label and find emails that have specific labels in your browser interface to Gmail. Similar facility is available while using a mobile device as well. It is now time to show you how to create filters. Filters allow you to automate the process of assigning labels. Let me now show you two ways to create a filter and assign a specific label to emails that are captured by that filter. Okay, I am back at my Gmail account. Let me get back to settings. One way is to look at filters and blocked addresses by clicking here and create a new filter. Let me type in star@google.com. What this means is any email that comes with the domain name google.com will be captured by this filter. The to field can be used when you have different aliases, and anybody who sends an email to that alias, the email comes into your inbox, and that can be captured by the to field. You type in the alias here, then it will capture those emails. You can create a filter based on the subject line. This is very useful when you are part of a public forum and the public forum sends you emails and you want to capture all of them in one place, give them a label, all that. In that case, you put the constant label that is typically used by forums here. It could be something which includes the words, specific words in email. Any email which has these words, you want them included by this label. So you can do that there. You can create a filter to capture any email which has attachment which with the greater than or less than or based on size, etc. So for now, let me hit this option here, create filter. So when I do that, all these options will pop up. These are very important. Let me go through them one by one. Now, as I mentioned, inbox is also a label. So if you tick this box, any email that is captured by this filter will be skipping the inbox. In other words, such emails will not have the inbox label attached to them at all. You need to be very careful before you click this button, this checkbox. You can automatically mark some emails as read. I don't recommend that, using that, because It will be marked as read and you will never see it. Even though you have not actually read it, it will be marked as read. Not a good thing, but sometimes you may want to do that. You can automatically star an incoming email based on this filter. Now, for us, what is important is this one, apply the label. So click that, and I can even create a new label or choose a particular label, one of these. I'm going to select this one. Now I'm going to apply that label to all emails which are captured by this filter. Now as you can see here, it has found that there are 25 matching conversations or emails which are captured by this filter that I am about to create. Okay, few other bits. You can automatically forward such emails to another email address of your own. When you click on that option there, it will ask you for the email address and the password for that email. So it has to be your own address. You can't forward it to someone else. You can automatically delete emails based on the filter. You can do that, but not a recommended thing. But if you consistently get emails from some marketing source or whatever, and you have tried to unsubscribe, they haven't done it, so in that case, last resort, you can create a filter and make it so that it gets deleted as soon as it hits your inbox. You can do that. If you click this button, any email that is captured by this filter will never be sent to spam. You can tick this box to always mark any email captured by this filter as important, or go the other way, never mark it as important. Also you can do that. You can categorize that email automatically as one of these by ticking this button and selecting a category, and you can tick this button, this tick box, check box, and all the emails that are captured by this filter, there are 25 of them here, it says, will be applied this label and they will be starred, and whatever else I tick here will happen to those emails. That's what this means. So let me create that filter. There is also another way. I told you you can create a filter, and that is by selecting any particular email, say for example this one, and say go here, click that, and use this option, filter messages like these. When you click that, certain things get filled in here automatically for you. Okay, so I have successfully created a filter, and this is the label I assigned. So if I click there, it shows me all the emails that have that label. And as I said, inbox is a label. You see here, you can actually remove that label, in which case it will never appear in your inbox. Okay. Okay, so now I have shown you how to create a filter and also how to assign a label to the emails that are caught by that filter. That brings me to the end of this presentation. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscription is free, and hit the bell icon so that you can customize the notifications you get from my channel. Thank you for being with me today. Hope it has been helpful. Namaste.